Hi! Happy day 11! I know I haven't been posting as consistently as I was previously, but that's because I was traveling and I didn't have access to the internet. And crazy enough, I feel good. I feel good about that. I feel good with no internet. Isn't that like a bonkers thing to think about? But anyway, back to day 11. Day 11 is writing down some lessons learned from a recent setback. Yay! So let's talk about that. A recent setback that I've been having is struggling with a routine. I think it's partially because I've been traveling so much, but I think it's also it's hard to uphold a routine. You know what I mean? Okay, so some lessons that I've been learning from thinking about this recent setback of struggling routine is, first of all, something that I've been trying to keep in mind is that a little bit of a goal is still moving forward. I think sometimes I can get into my head with the mindset of it's all or nothing. If I can't do this thing to the best of my ability, if I can't go and work out for 2 full hours, then I can't go work out at all. When in reality, I can still take that walk and I can still go lift weights for 30 minutes and that is still something. And that's still working towards my goal. So I think that's something that I've been learning recently, especially in regards to my writing, is that sometimes I don't have the time to sit down and write for 3 hours. Even though that's what I want to do and that's what I know is going to be the most productive. But I do have the time to sit down and write for 15 minutes. And I do have the time to reread chapters, if I feel like I'm not creative today and I don't feel like I'm necessarily writing anything good. At least I'm writing something, or at least I'm reading what I already wrote. Or at least I'm working on something. A little bit of a goal is still a little bit of a goal. But yeah, and then the second lesson that I've learned recently, or that's been ticking up here, is setting small goals or steps builds momentum. So it's kind of like what I was saying in writing. For 10 minutes every day, I've noticed that I don't stop at 10 minutes. I keep going. Maybe I don't feel super great and I just do 10 minutes, and maybe I feel great and I write for 2 hours. And, I feel like having that incremental every day, adding a little bit more, or knowing that I did it the day previously. And so I feel good about doing it the day today, and knowing that I'll feel good about it tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like there's a momentum that builds with it. So a small step or small goal is still an acceptable thing. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the number 1, but I think it's important to say. And then number 3 is self-compassion for taking it slow is almost as important as the discipline it takes to get started. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I feel like self-compassion is something that I've been trying to be better with. I often, within this last month specifically, I feel like I've been very hard on myself in not achieving the goals, not being as disciplined as I know myself that I can be, yada, yada, yada. Expand that over the course of whatever you want to, but I just feel like I've been a little mean to myself. So having self-compassion for not picking up on this routine immediately, I don't think it's realistic for me to be like, oh, I normally wake up at 9 a.m. and now I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. And I feel like I set that goal for myself and then I get mad at myself that I haven't done it, when really I want to start removing shoulds from my vocabulary in regards to talking about myself. But I feel that it's more helpful for me to set the goal of, okay, if I wake up at 9 a.m. now, let's try to wake up at 8. And then, next week, let's try to wake up at 7. And then let's try to wake up at 6 and work my way up there. The same way that you would with weights at the gym. I'm not going to start on a 50-pound weight, but I'll get there. So just having more self-compassion with where I am currently on my journey and recognizing that it's okay exactly where I am right now. Got to start somewhere. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about lately. That's what I've been learning. I'm not going to be traveling as much this week, so I'm hoping to be more consistent with doing this challenge. I don't really think of it as a challenge, if I'm being honest, but whatever. You gotta do something. So, yeah, I've been feeling good. I feel like coming off of these trips that I've taken, they all have been based in like nature, and I just feel really good. I feel really clear, and yeah, I'm trying to keep this momentum of not being on my phone as well. It's been good. Yeah, so I'm excited about what's to come. Okay, check back in tomorrow with day 12, where I reach out to 1 to 2 people who inspire me in whatever career field I'm interested in, and I can ask for advice and maybe a virtual chat. I have a couple ideas of who I want to reach out to. I don't know if they will respond, if I'll get any response whatsoever, but what's the harm in trying? So yeah, thank you so much for joining today. You can subscribe if you want to, nobody's stopping you. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye!